Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. A little bit of a different video here today, but I've been putting together a Trying to Conceive series, and I've got a few videos that are coming out, and I'm not sure what order they're coming out in, but if I have released other ones, I'm going to have the playlist linked right here that you can go check them out. In today's video, I'm going to be creating a fertility drink made out of cloves. Now, you may have seen other videos like this on YouTube, but I have adapted this one to suit my needs a bit more than the other videos that I have seen out there thus far. The thing is that I actually believe that I have fibroids. My mom has been telling me for the last 6 to 7 years that she thinks that I have fibroids, and with that, she gave me some vitamins that I hadn't been taking because personally, I was like, what's this fibroids? I don't think I have fibroids, I'm fine. But now that it's been 5 months that we've been trying to conceive and nothing has happened yet, I started thinking maybe she was right, and I started doing my research and doing my investigations, and I started taking some vitamins that she had given me, and I'm starting to see a lot of improvement when it comes to my menstrual cycle and hopefully when it comes to trying to conceive. Now, I saw this video about using cloves to help boost your fertility and boost ovulation. Now, although I think I am ovulating, I do think that there is a lot of inflammation in my body due to the fibroids and due to stress. So I thought I would show you guys how I create this clove drink with 3 to 4 ingredients. So first things first, I just have some Tesco whole cloves, and I take about 15 or 20 of these and I put them in a glass bottle. Now, the other thing that I have been doing is trying to reduce how much plastic I use. So I've got a glass bottle here to create this drink, and then I will just add 15 to 20 cloves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Maybe we'll add 5 more. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, so now that I've got the 25 cloves in here, I'm actually gonna add 2 other ingredients. The last time I created this drink, I actually added some lemon to this, but I have ran out of lemon, so this time I'm just gonna create it with some cloves, some turmeric, and some ginger. So I just ended up adding a teaspoon of turmeric to this mixture, and I'm just using this as the ground turmeric, so just a teaspoon of this. And then I have been cutting off just a sliver of this ginger, and this is Asda's Grower Selection ginger. So I know I said that I have been trying to cut down on plastic, and then obviously this stuff is in plastic, but I've been reading so much about how plastic isn't good for the body, and yet they're finding so much plastic in our bodies. And I've seen there's a few plastic detoxes online that I might be looking at doing as well. But so I just dropped the ginger down in there. All right. There we are. And then I'll do one more piece. There we are. And then I've got a teaspoon of my turmeric. Once I have all my ingredients in the glass bottle, I just put some water in there, and then I let it all steep. Now, if you've seen other videos of this clove fertility remedy on YouTube, a lot of the people are saying that you don't need to boil the water, and you might not need to. But the reason of why I've chosen to boil my water is that I don't know if the tap water here is like safe, and tap water is different all around the world. So for me, I would either like to pick up distilled water to do this or boil my water. Now, truthfully, I know I've spoken about the plastic already. I probably should just boil my water in a pot, but how extra am I gonna go with this? But you might be thinking the same. and maybe that thought didn't even cross your mind, and now it has, and you can make that executive decision for yourself. So I've chosen to boil mine in a kettle, and now I just pour it into the bottle. And then now I'm just gonna put this in there. When you fill the water up in the bottle, it will look like this, and you'll see all the turmeric down at the bottom. So before I drink it, I just give it a nice little shake. Now I let this steep for 24 hours before I drink it. And this is the second mixture of this that I'm making. I probably have a cup of it a day, and I have only been taking it from like the last day of my period up until like ovulation. I don't take it for too long. Obviously, I'll keep you guys updated on if I fall pregnant this month with taking these things. And I have quite a few other videos of some of the things that I have been doing to try and like just make this baby stick. Anyways, I am not a medical professional. I don't claim to be one, and I'm just sharing with you guys what I have been trying to kind of move this process along. But there is quite a few benefits that cloves can help with, and I'm gonna have the ones that I have read about and heard about in the description box. I can't rattle them off for you right now because I'm not a medical professional and I'm not gonna try to claim to be. But I do know that, you know, when you aren't healthy and when you do kind of have health concerns and fibroids and things like that, usually your body is in an inflammatory state. And so that's why I wanted to add a few other things to this mixture that is going to help reduce the inflammation in my body and hopefully help reduce any fibroids that I do have, and hopefully help make a baby stick. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's a little bit different for the videos that we put out here on this channel, but if you are in this trying to conceive process as well, I would love if you commented below and let me know a little bit about your story. I think the thing that I'm finding the most helpful and like the most reassuring is knowing that I'm not alone in this process. And even though right now when I'm filming this, I haven't really let a whole heck of a lot of people know that we're kind of struggling with it thus far, it's been so nice to see other people's videos about the process and reading the comments that people leave on those videos, because it just lets you know that like you're not alone in this. So anyways, my friends, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, I would love if you did, so you can just kind of keep up to date with the whole process and the whole journey, and hopefully when we have a baby. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.